Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman. You're tuned in to Post in a Diary Room. Welcome to Post in a Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the Postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, enjoy this Marcus Harvey review, because Stay Low actually continues to grow from strength to strength. And this comes after the news that they've managed to scoop up an artist like Marcus Harvey. And obviously, the announcement of his arrival was marked also by the announcement of the album by Marcus Harvey titled Now You Know Me. Now, the details of the deal that he signed at this present moment are top secret, and I can obviously speculate and obviously reach and say that it's more of a deal, judging by the amount of hands, or judging by the amount of efforts put by Stay Low towards making sure that this album succeeds or becomes a great success. So I do not know what kind of deal it is, but I can actually, say that I think it's a deal. Over 10 tracks, he lets us into how he sees the world right now, exploring themes such as lust, love, heartbreak, as well as money. Thematically, this project does sound like it's centered around his real life experiences. Fiji Makeba's production sets off on the song Fountains. It's characterized by these piano keys as well as bounce as well as shakers that do come onto the song. But primarily, Marcus Harvey writes the song about this woman that he still loves. His soprano vocals laced with reverb also come in to provide aspect to the song and prominence to the message that is being shared by Marcus Harvey at that point. For me, the song has a lot of engaging moments, primarily at the point where Marcus Harvey comes on to say that, okay, an engaging moment for me, because the beat itself is very slow, but when he does that, it just charges life right into the song when he does that type of thing. Because the song in itself is very flat, or the instruments on the song are very flat, but when he actually does that, it's like he charges a bit more life onto the song itself, and I thought that was very engaging of him to do that. Sichaba is more of your soulful jig laced with Setswana, made up of hand drums as well as these percussion elements that enhance this prayer for Africa that Marcus Harvey is trying to bring across in the song. In the same breath, he urges his listeners to keep going despite all the hardships that they may be facing. In the same song, he also touches on social ills like violent crimes, unemployment, load shedding. He lets it known that he takes time with his music. And for me, this notion is very much in line with the song Day Job, because that's where he actually makes it clear that music is actually his day job. And the fact that he takes time with his music justifies the amount of time his fans had to wait. He also justifies the fact that yes, he takes time with his music because he needs to craft it very well for the listeners to also have an experience. And I think this album is pretty much that. To add on to that, the song Day Job to me was more of a cooling moment, or it had a cooling effect in as far as the album is concerned, because the first three joints are very stacked, being Sichaba, Fountains, as well as Mosadi. There, when the song Day Job came in, it just was like, okay, let's breathe, and then he comes back again with the song Malume. Can't really lie, the favorite song for me on this particular project, or the best song for me in my opinion in this particular project, or the standout song in my opinion in as far as this project is concerned, has to be Mosadi. I love the song so much because he actually unpacks the fact that yes, he's hurt, but he does it in a very, I don't know, I dance to that song, but the song is very deep in itself, and it's not a song that one would be expected to dance to, but that's what Marcus Harvey gives off onto the song, because even the beat choice is even a groovy one. It's one that like makes you want to move, and the fact that he touches on heartbreak as a theme, and it also touches a bit more on how he feels betrayed by this woman. The vocal approach on this song is primarily warm. I mentioned earlier that this is a song that makes you really want to move, and it makes sense why, and that effort element is integral towards making a person move. Importantly, the song Malume is on the same similar soundscape as Mosadi. I first had to hear Malume before I heard Mosadi, because Malume was one of the first singles from the project. Legendary Living makes the project look a lot more non-linear, because that's the kind of approach that Marcus Harvey takes in as far as the direction is concerned, especially when the song comes on, because this is a song where Marcus Harvey is also reminding us that he can actually rap. And on this song, he raps and he calls on Madlera Doughboy. He also calls on 25K to rap alongside him. I thought the song was really cool in my opinion, but I also enjoyed how 25K as well as Madlera Doughboy performed on this type of joint, because yes, they're rapping, but this particular beat, not a beat that you'd probably find them on. And for me, that performance by Madlera again is the standout, cause his flow on this particular joint remained pretty much consistent. It didn't give us those predictable language whatnot. He just kept it very consistent. While the song Save Myself came on, it did perhaps even put a lot of things into perspective concerning Marcus Harvey, because at that point it became very clear that money is a very big motivator for him. Also, he detailed certain lengths that he would go to make money, and how he prayed and lended different forms of making money. Typically, like Legendary Living, he does more than just singing. He does rap a bit out there, but I did feel like the repetitiveness of certain parts of the joint became a lot more redundant at one point. Lerato is definitely amongst the other bangers on this particular project. And while listening to this album, I actually asked myself, how does he manage to make a song for every situation? Because this project actually sounds like it has something for everyone. Because for me, the song Lerato is more about this one oak from a Kasi that's trying to make shit happen for himself, and he's ultimately defying the odds. I was genuinely intrigued when the song itself phased out and transitioned onto the song Factual. I just wanna be there for you. I just wanna be there for you. This is a song where Marcus Harvey is basically reassuring this woman that now I'm Rata, he loves her and he wants to be there for her. As the project wrapped up, the song Rainy Days actually did sound like an outro, to be quite honest, and the production direction, or the production decision to have the crackling sounds towards the later stages of the song, make it very clear that Ayazin project has come to an end and everything is now over. And I appreciate that, because wow, the song does feel like an outro, and it more or less, yeah, it's slow, it's dun, dun, dun. It's like more of your typical roll the credits moment, but musically. This project gets better with each and every lesson. I thought it was very well thought through, well executed, and well produced, by the way. And on the point of that thought through, I think that it's very important for me to mention the fact that I find it very unique that his first album was titled I Am Marcus Harvey, and then at one point it felt a bit misunderstood, and then he came through with the EP titled You Still Don't Know Me. This current album is more of a testament of all the efforts and sacrifices that were made leading up to this moment, because the album is titled Now You Know Me. It's like, now you know me because I've done the features, I've gotten the deals, I'm signed to a label, making it clear that you guys know me, you know my life story, you know what I've been through, you know how I see life, you know how I see love, you know how I see heartbreak. This album is very straightforward. I think this album is very straightforward and pretty much concise at the same time. It's just 10 tracks and then out. This is an album that I would share and encourage anyone and everyone to listen to, because I think this album does have a lot of moments of healing, a lot of moments that you can feel inspired from, and so many areas to draw from in as far as this album is concerned. For me, this is the closest thing to a 10 out of 10 album. Marcus Harvey's album titled Now You Know Me is the closest thing to a 10, and if you must, this is a 10 for me. Post it down, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, I will see you on the next one.